Hey guys, welcome to Lotus Podcast number 3. Let's throw our threes out. We gotta throw this. What is that? No, that looks like a gang site. No, man. We're the crew, man. We know.
Oh,
what are you doing? All right. Lotus Podcast number 3. All right, so we still have made quite a few errors on podcast 1 and 2. Hopefully this one will go a little bit smoother. We had some audio errors in the last one. We also were thumping quite a lot on the countertop without knowing it, and kind of made the audio a little funny. But yesterday we talked about where gaming was when we started and how much it's progressed and the different perspectives from each of our views. So today we're going to get started with, I want to ask a question, but I'm going to ask it now, but we're not going to answer it till a little bit later, so you guys can be thinking about it before
Give a big question.
you guys give your guys' answers.
All right.
So obviously, gaming is what we love. It's one of our biggest passions for most of us. And do that slowly, my man. All right, so the question's going to is what are the 3 most memorable moments for you guys in gaming? Like anything.
Does it have to specifically involve us playing the game or just gaming in general? Like, could we have watched it and it was like,
It could be any. It could be anything.
Oh, man.
I guess we'll do 2 answers maybe. One is the most memorable you playing, and the other is the most memorable playing, or the most memorable maybe
Game
news
related.
or watching, or
So 1-on-1, 1-1.
like when you think of like anything, like when you think of gaming and things that you have fond memories of, like what is that? And then I want you to share your story.
Okay. 3 answers or just 1?
You can have you can have 1 or you can have 3. Whatever. If there's one, then
It's not supposed to be that hard.
I mean, because I don't know.
Well, yeah, it's confusing.
Well, if you can't think
I'm
of,
trying to say, I have to think of 3. I can just think of 1.
all right, you can think of 1. All right, maybe we'll just go with 1.
Yeah, I've already
All right.
like,
If you guys have more than 1, you can answer with more than 1. But if you have like one real memorable one, we'll go with that. All right, so that's the question that we're gonna have answers for later. But right now, what I want to discuss is it's gonna be a very simple question. Like, what do you enjoy most about gaming? Like, what do you enjoy the most about it? There's a lot of different aspects to it. There's playing with friends, playing solo. There's multiplayer games, storytelling games. Like, what's just like the one aspect you enjoy the most about it? So we'll go with Hector.
All right. Last time we asked this question, a similar question about I don't know what the question was, but I already gave I know for a fact I've given an answer that already answers this question, but mainly playing with friends because it's fun because you can do it like.
I think that was one of those sections where we kind of went offshoot a little bit. Yeah, a little tangent at you.
Yeah, no, I've already said this, but yeah, playing with friends is probably the most fun because you get some of the just funniest moments.
Okay. So you enjoy, like, one of the most things about gaming that you enjoy is the social aspect.
Yeah, it's the only part of my life where I actually talk to other people.
Cool.
Because other than that, we work and that's it.
We work and that's it.
Yeah, we work. I sometimes play video games, and every once in a while, I leave the house.
Good answers. Good
Oh,
answers.
man, it's a life.
Yeah, dude, it's a grinding life.
Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it.
All right, we'll go Jared.
Mine would probably be the opposite. I actually enjoy playing games by myself. Like the isolation of just me going in my room, putting my headphones on, and just like zoning out and like just boom, fully getting engulfed into whatever game. It's more of like I don't know. I get more of a dopamine rush, just kind of just being isolated and focused into like what I'm doing. So it's probably the exact opposite. Like I do enjoy playing with friends sometimes, but it's like I don't know, with friends you also don't try as hard. You mess around a little bit more or something like that.
Mhm.
So I enjoy the isolation of just being like engulfed in the game. So that's probably my biggest like thing that I enjoy about gaming.
Cool.
For myself personally.
All right, Sean, what are you thinking?
The competitiveness. I love it. I like just competing against people in the game and winning. Or you're losing, because that happens.
Because that happens
Sean only
sometimes.
wins.
But,
We gotta stop tapping. I'm over here tapping. I gotta stop tapping.
no, but yeah, the competitiveness, I really enjoy it. I like getting into competitive lobbies. I mean, it's a little bit more, like, it gets me a little bit more mad because I'm playing with, like, good
Really good
people.
people.
So, but at the same time, like, I'm playing with good people, and so I'm getting, like, also I guess the practice of playing against really good competitive people. So,
Getting better.
yeah, getting better. The competitiveness, definitely, yeah.
All right, so you like the competitive aspect. Is that like the primary reason you play is just to be competitive and try to like get better and be one of the best at the game?
Yeah, honestly, yeah, I like being really good at games.
Cool.
It's really, yeah, I like it.
All right, Andrew, what do you think?
It's a pretty easy answer. I just like, it's a way to waste time. It's a way to have fun. I just like putting on my mic and just slapping music hecka loud, like to where I can't even
Your
hear
headset?
the game. Yeah, and I can't even hear the game, and I'll just be playing like that.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
it's just a way to chill.
So it's like for you, it's just an escape. Like you're not
Yeah.
thinking of anything else.
Yeah,
you're in the game
I'm
and
just
like
doing my
whatever's
thing.
happening.
Yeah,
happening.
exactly. Yeah.
Whether you're with friends or not.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice. Nice.
I mean, if I'm with friends, I'll usually like talk to them,
sure.
but yeah, usually I'm just slapping music.
You
talk to
giving
him?
it up.
Huh?
You usually talk to them?
Yeah, if I was like in a party with a friend or something, playing with a friend, yeah, I talk to him.
But sometimes you still like.
But sometimes
the music's
now.
too loud,
Nah,
man.
he still slaps his music.
He still slaps his music.
We're playing some Rainbow and all. It's just freaking going off. Like, what?
I don't know what song I listen to. It sounds like
That's
that.
hilarious.
That was a terrible beat.
You dropped the B, but it was terrible.
It's
B.
not even like nothing I listen to.
All right, so for me personally, I would say that I mean, for the longest time, it's really hard for me to remember a time where I play a solo game. My favorite thing about gaming is either playing with friends, family, multiplayer. I just have to be playing with other people. Again, one of the first games I ever played and played the longest for sure is Ragnarok Online, and that's one of the early MMORPGs. So I definitely like the social aspect. I would say that like that's one of the most things I care about the most. And even every game I play now, like I typically don't want to play TFT unless I'm playing with a friend or family member. Yeah, you're the complete opposite, man.
Abe
You're the
usually
opposite.
uses me to get a lower place for him, so it's like
Nah,
there's
that's okay.
less of a
That's okay.
chance that someone really good joins. Unless I get some early brawlers, and then I could usually maybe push myself past Abe.
Top four.
Top four.
Yeah, top four. Yeah, so I would say like I personally enjoy the social aspect. I like really enjoy that, and like I think most of my gaming life / career has been playing with others. So yeah, I'd say that's like my favorite thing. All right, so have you guys thought of what your guys' like most memorable gaming moment is? Whether you viewed it, it's a story. Maybe a gameplay, maybe I don't know. You guys think of your guys' answer?
Yeah, I got
Yeah, I had it like instantly.
You guys got something?
Yeah.
All right, we'll start with Andrew because Andrew's like, I got this like from the moment I asked.
For him.
He's like, yo, do I need to do 1 or 3?
I mean, the most memorable moment is for sure when not slap. Was when I got a nuke for the first time in Modern Warfare 2.
Oh, so that's
Yeah,
good. That's a
Modern
really
Warfare
good. Yeah, that's a really good one right there.
Nice.
It's 25 kill streak right there.
Yeah.
25 kill streak without dying,
Yeah.
and you get a nuke,
And
and you
you
instantly
win.
win.
Instantly again, yeah.
Wow.
That's really good. That's really good.
Dang.
That's definitely something.
Okay. Well, that's really cool.
Alright,
Hold up. Before you continue, how many nukes have you got since then?
On the older ones, like Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, probably 8.
Wow.
And then
okay.
on the newer ones, probably 5.
Okay. Nice. All right,
Yeah.
that's
I suck
impressive.
at the newer ones. But they're trash.
So it's okay.
Yeah, so good.
All right, Sean.
most memorable moment in a game. It was Battlefield 4. Battlefield 4, I was messing around. I was, so in Battlefield, you were able to put the C4 on the Jeeps.
Right.
And like launch out the last second. And so I was just messing around Battlefield 4 one time, and I thought it'd be a fun idea to like launch the Jeep off a hill and just like, see it explode. I didn't think it was. So what happened is, put the C4 on. I'm going super fast. I launch it off the hill. I don't even see the car over the hill. I don't see it. It launches and I explode it, and I get a kill for it. And I was like, what the heck is this? And so I go back and I look at the footage, and yeah, and sure enough, the guy's just walking. All of a sudden, you see a giant freaking Jeep. And I was like, alright. I took it. I was like, alright, that's probably a really good clip.
And you're like, you remember that a lot.
Yeah, I think about all the time.
How?
All the time.
Yes, that's gaming, man. All right, so how long ago did this happen?
It was 4 years ago. It was yeah, around 4 years ago, 2015, maybe 2015, 2016.
Okay, cool. When did yours happen?
Oh, I don't know. I was young.
Young, all right.
Yeah, I was young.
Okay, cool. Is there anything else about that moment that like you really like?
No, man, it's just the fact that I got the kill for it.
Yeah, it was just unexpected.
God. No, yeah, I didn't even see the Jeep just flew over the hill.
All right, Jared.
Well, see, okay, so this is why I asked does it have to be specifically gaming, because one of the coolest and most memorable things was when we went to semifinals at, was it USC, I think, with Angel and Joseph. And we went to the league, it was the league semifinals, and it was in LA. That was 7 years ago.
No, I don't think that was the semifinals. That was the finals. You're talking about the Galen Center, right? Was it a Zubu Blaze?
No. It was Fnatic. It was semifinals. I don't think it was. It was at the Galen Center, but it wasn't. It was semifinals, and it wasn't fun. I never went to the finals, but it was like Fnatic playing, and then I can't remember any of them. I can't remember the teams. I know Fnatic was there for sure. Though I remember them, but it was just like being
SK
able.
Gaming.
Maybe I can't remember the teams.
TSM.
I can't remember.
I'm trying to remember where was it. Where were we? Like where did we go?
It was the Galen Center. I know it was the Galen Center. And then it was.
Were we with Alfonso?
No. Oh wait, Alfonso. Yeah, we ended up meeting Alfonso at Ramen.
That was Galen Center.
Yeah.
That was the final. That was a Zubu Blaze versus or Zubu Blue. I don't remember which one it was. It was white, blue, or Blaze. I think it was Blaze versus the Taiwanese team.
Dude,
or
it
maybe they
wasn't
weren't
finals.
Taiwanese.
It was semifinals. For sure, it was not finals. Cause didn't they have finals at the LA Staples Center?
No, the first one. So in 2012, it was in the Galen Center.
I went to. It was 2013 when I went. Cause I was a senior.
2013.
Yeah. So it was for season 2 or 3.
3. That would have been
Yeah, it would
3.
have been 3. So I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because it wasn't.
And it was at the Staples Center, or we're at the Galen
No.
Center.
The finals was at the Staples Center.
And why didn't I take you guys to the finals if that was like right after?
I think.
That would have been the next day, or not the next day. That would have been the following
That was like
week.
the following week.
The following week.
I think Angel. You guys went with like Angel, Alfonso, maybe Chelsea Girl Move, but it was you, Joseph, Angel, and I. And went to the semifinals, and like that was the first time like, and this was like league was like popping at the time.
Yeah.
Like everyone was like in the league.
Oh, it was just growing.
It was just,
it was just growing.
I'd probably say season 4 was like one of the peaks of like league, but. It was just awesome, like
It's
being
still
in the
peaking.
crowd.
It's peaking all the time.
Dude, just being in like the crowd and like seeing people we're just watching a video game, but people are
It was the
cheering and
greatest,
screaming.
man,
Like,
screaming.
you get your little like under your seat, you get your little package with your little like bopper things with lights. Like it was just like awesome. And then like afterwards, we just got ramen. Like it was just fun. There was like these pretty girls driving back from LA that we were.
That's
saw.
right.
We, like,
Oh my gosh.
Like it was like, dude. That's like.
Dude, Lil Sniper. That's when Lil Sniper happened. Yes.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. So like that was probably like the most like memorable, fun.
We can't say it on screen,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Joseph was like, "If you."
Yeah.
And we were like, "What?"
Yeah,
We just started laughing and
And
crying.
so, like, dude, yeah, like
I
that was,
completely forgot about that. That was
like,
awesome.
This is like 7 years ago.
More, 8 years ago. It's like been 8 years.
Whoa.
We're already October.
Yeah, so it's
Semifinals
about-
would have been September, October.
Yeah,
so that's
like
8 years ago.
8 years. And
Wow.
So that's
I was
like.
in 5th or 6th grade.
Yeah, dude, this was 8 years
Yeah,
ago.
like it was awesome. Like you get in there, dude. There's like giant statues of like Ziggs, Tryndamere, Katarina,
Rise.
Rise. Yeah, like everything. It's just like everyone's just like league. Like there's just, I don't know. It's just like, and I haven't been to like another
Something like that.
Something like
since
that
then.
since then. So it's like, it was just like one of the most memorable like gaming experiences. Which is why I said, do I have to like specifically
Yeah.
be involved in the game?
Dude, that is a great.
But
You
yeah,
guys, I
like,
did not
was,
remember that.
Yeah, that's probably my most.
Dude, that was the
memorable-
best.
memorable
That
thing.
was like one of the best nights ever. We
Dude.
laughed and cried for hours.
Yeah, dude, like it was hilarious.
was
just, like,
so much
coming
fun.
back from traffic and stuff.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
LA traffic, just like the food we were eating, the music we were listening to,
Yeah, dude, we went.
the stories we were telling. You guys were just like teenagers, like, 15, around 15,
like
16.
Juniors, seniors, so 16.
And, like,
something like that.
Yeah, oh my gosh. Wow, that was an awesome time.
Yeah, we had Uncle Kevin's BMW, I think, at the time.
Yeah,
we
we were
took
driving
his
his
Yeah, we
BMW.
took his BMW. So, like, yeah, that was, I mean, it seems like yesterday, because, like, that's how, like,
Time flies.
time flies so fast. But, yeah, that's so, when a league tournament was my most memorable time with gaming experience.
Wow.
Pretty awesome.
That
too.
is awesome.
I have pictures still somewhere on my
Dude, we gotta post these pictures. Yeah, we
I'll have
gotta
to
share
find
them.
like show them, but it was, yeah, super awesome, super awesome.
Ah, dude, that like. Oh. I'm trying not to cry. All right, Hector, your turn.
So everyone's saying some real cool stuff, and that is not the first thing that I thought of. So, we've talked about it before. I'm a huge fan of indie games. I honestly always have been. Started off with
Hey, the thumps.
the thumps.
You gotta stop
And it
them.
started with the when I had the 360. Yeah, I'll say what I used to buy a lot of really bad games, and eventually ended up getting a PS4. It's whatever. My friends Andres and Angelo are at my house, and I have money. And before I was even worse at spending money than I am now, so I was like, I need to buy something new. And we're looking through the whole store, and there it is, the iconic game. Bread Pub Brawlers. It's a,
What?
I don't know why I bought it. I really don't. And it is only probably the worst game I've ever played. And the twins will agree it is probably the worst game they have ever played. And we only played it for like maybe 50 minutes at most because the controls were bad. There was like nothing you could do. And since then, they've always made fun of me for buying it. Because I want to say at the time, they were telling me, do not buy this, it's going to be a bad game. And I didn't listen to them. Because I thought the game looked funny. It was funny for 50 minutes and sat in my library for years.
That's your most memorable game moment?
It is the one thing that has consistently come back into my life. Because it doesn't matter what I do. Forever until the day I die, I'm going to get made fun of for buying a game that I knew was going to be bad. And I wasted my money on something that I could have spent better money on. They brought it back up every...
What's the name again?
Bread Pub Brawlers.
Bread Pub Brawlers. Please let
Yeah.
us know if you've ever played that game before.
No one has
Never even
ever
heard of
played
it.
that
Never
game.
even-
Wow.
I will say, it has probably the best... the best theme song of any game I've played.
Oh,
All right. Hey.
got something.
I'll have to show you guys later. I mean, there's not really a lot of other... there's just so many moments to choose from. I mean, that one's come up. Here, you can say yours and I'll think of a better one.
Okay, all right. Well, I have quite a lot. So I can go 3 stories, I could go 4 stories, I could go 5 stories. You guys are more than welcome to choose.
Go.
All right. Well, I mean, let's
Go
not
one
show us all up.
No,
all
no.
these league.
Well, no. That's actually only one of them would be that. But all right, I'll go from the top to like the third one. If you guys want to keep hearing some, I'll keep going. So the most memorable gaming moment that I have, and it's quite like it like really like touches my heart, and I think about it every now and then. It's just like one of those moments where like, man, like gaming is so different than a lot of other industries, and there's like a lot of love in gaming. Trust, like there's just so much that goes into it, and it's just again like one of the coolest art forms. I personally think it's like the best, but that's my opinion. So one of the best memories and the oldest memories is I played Ragnarok Online for years, and when I was really young, I was like 10 or 11, and I had 2 friends. And if you guys are watching this, or if somehow you guys watch this, I would love to connect with you guys again. around 10 or 11, I went from like 8 to 11. I played Iroh, which was the International Ragnarok. But then we transitioned into like the easier versions because they were cheaper than Iroh, and we played a game called Vanro. And in Vanro, you can level up quicker, but you could also buy items. Well, like I was an 11-year-old kid and didn't have a lot of money. Yeah, and like I never really had anything in Vanro, but a lot of people had like some really cool stuff. Well, there was these other 11 to 12-year-old kids that somehow were able to get like these legendary items. And in the game, you were able to drop stuff. But if you accidentally drop something, someone would steal it. Do you remember that? Dude, the ice pick the cards and they just run or teleport out. Dude, oh my god.
Rob you, dude.
Yeah.
You would just cry.
You would cry because you accidentally dropped it. Yes. Well, I had been playing with these guys for like 4 to 6 months, and like I always talked about like the things that I wanted. There's like these 3 legendary items. I can't think of the names right now, but there was like the sun one. It was like the Loki ears or Loki.
Well, I knew you liked the boy's cap and
the boy's cap.
demon wings.
Yeah, boy's cap, demon wings.
The brown. It was like a whole brown.
Yeah, I love that.
The ice and like you just
ice
pick
pick
was like one of the best weapons.
I can't remember the it was like again one of the legendary items, one of the most costly items in the game, and we and these guys have been playing like 4 to 6 months. And something that you would do back in the day is if you had a really cool attire, you had like a cool weapon, you would screenshot your window and you would save it. Like it was just like a cool thing because you had something legendary, you had like a cool outfit. And one of the guys, he happened to have one of the legendary items, which I had never had in the 4 years that I've been playing the game. And I was like, hey man, do you mind if you drop it and I pick it up and I take a screenshot? And again, like the item at that time was probably worth like $100, and we're 11 to 12-year-old kids, and like that was like the peak of like what you could own or have in the game. And like I would have never trusted anyone like to drop that item and pick it up so they could take a screenshot. And my homeboy was like, yeah, dude, I got you. He didn't even question it. He just dropped the item on the floor and I picked it up. And I was like, wow. Like, dude, this guy's the bro, dude. I couldn't believe it. I was so happy. I was like, screenshot. I started doing different angles. I like moving the mouse up and down to get different angles, left and right. And I probably had it like for 3 minutes. And I know he was stressing. I could tell. Like, he was probably sweating. And then, like, yeah, he's just pacing back and forth. Like, is he really going to give me back the item? And, like, yeah, of course, I was going to give it back to him. So I did. And, like, I will never forget that moment. Because, again, like, it was like $100 item. And we're, like, 11 and 12 years old. And everyone knew in that game that if you dropped an item, that it would just get stolen. If you didn't pick it up back quick enough.
It's a tough world.
Dude, it's a tough world.
And Vanro was worse too because in Ragnarok, the regular Iroh, you couldn't kill people.
No.
Unless you went to a specific area to duel, you couldn't fight.
Yeah, but there was no PvP unless.
And this one, it was if you're in like certain cities, you're just like you just walk up to someone and shoot people or whatever. Like, and there were people that were so strong in the game, they'll kill you with one ability, and they'll just go kill you, and you're just like.
Like he could have dropped his item, and I could have literally killed him and just walked away with a $100 item and been one of the rulers in the game.
nothing you could do. So like, yeah, that game was like it had stressful
moments. Yeah,
for sure.
So like that's the most memorable for sure. Like I just like loved it, and I love those guys. I'll give you guys a second story. This one's quite hilarious. So I was one of the best Renegade players in the world. I actually still am. I would take any of you guys out on Renegade.
I could vouch for that.
Yeah, I was ranked number 2 in the world.
Rank 2.
And the reason why I was number 2 was going to be the fourth story, but we'll talk about that some other time. If you guys want to hear it, let me know. So we. Yes, you know exactly what I'm saying. So in Renegade, I'm going to try to tell this as seriously as I can.
Exactly what
I was, again, one of the best in the world. And there's a point system. And for a specific period of time, there was a lot of hackers that were building or that hacked the game and were able to have big heads. And
Huge heads.
Yeah, your head would be like this big. So like no matter what, you would headshot and they
Headshots
instantly
are the
die.
easiest thing.
Yeah, one shot dead with $1,000 sniper. And I was like, man, like everyone's cheating. Like we got to figure out how to do this. So I'm like, yo, Jared, let's figure this out. We like search on the internet. We like figure out the program to download. We download it and then we start playing with the big heads on. And we're like, dang, this is sick. We're instantly winning every game, left and right, win. A moderator comes in and is like, yo, Cloudrock, we need to go into the tunnel and I need you to shoot around my head. We think you're cheating and we're going to kick you off if you are. And I'm like, oh man, I got caught. It's over. My life's done. My career is over. Number 2 in the world and my whole reputation is on the line. And so the moderator's like, all right, I need you to come to the tunnel. So I walk to the tunnel. Like, he has this massive head. And there's nothing I could do but shoot around the massive head, because if I happen to hit his head, he would instantly die. So again, like the normal head's just like picture my head, and his head is like this big. So I'm standing like 6 feet away from him, and he's like, all right, start shooting. You have 12 shots.
Shoot around the head.
Shoot around the head. So I shoot around the massive head.
Giant circle, dude.
The guy walks to the other side of the tunnel. He turns around and he's like, you're good.
You're good.
And I'm like, we looked at each other. He was sitting right next to me. And we started crying. We were like, what? We don't know why. Like, I don't know if the guy was blind, if he just respected that I was one of the best in the world, and like knew that maybe I was
certain big heads must have been bigger than others or something, because like, yeah, dude, the circle should have been like this small, and it was like huge, and we're just like, there's no way you're not gonna get caught.
Yeah, there's no way.
You're good, man. You're good.
He's like, you're good, and then he all chatted and was like, yo, Cloud's good, and we're like, what? And I was like, thank God, my reputation is safe. After that, we deleted it, never used it again.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I was still number 2 in the world. So that's the second story. I'm gonna give you guys a third one real quick. Third one is the first League of Legends World Championship, the official one. I mean, the first one was technically at PAX in Seattle in 2011, but I'm talking about 2012 Galen Center, where it was actually just League of Legends, official, massive tournament with thousands of people there. So I went there, and dude, I saw the future, man. It was the coolest thing I'd ever experienced in my life. At that point, I was 18. Gaming was just becoming something cool. A lot of people still were not able to make a lot of money from it, but there was a lot of awareness, and tournaments were being thrown, and these were really big tournaments for the first time ever. The first time in the world, like where thousands of people. I mean, I know that there's some early ones in with like StarCraft and things like that, but this is like the first experience that I had, and it's like being televised, it's being like streamed, all these crazy things.
Sport.
Yeah, it was amazing. And then they had the live orchestra, and I was like, wow, like this is insane. And it just changed my whole perspective, and I was like, man, I really need to like figure out a way to make a living off of gaming. Too bad it's taken so long, but it still changed my life and perspective. And gaming's the best, man.
Absolutely.
All right,
I got a new one.
go for it.
I think even though it happened recently, I still think one of my most memorable moments in gaming is probably going to be playing through the Halo campaigns with the twins, friends I've had since like 3rd grade, and our other friend Fabian. And I mean, it was only probably like 3 days that we played through the campaign, but dude, I can still remember so many moments from it vividly. It's like the most fun I've had playing something in a long time. I mean, the constant just laughing from beginning to end, just throughout every mission. And sadly, it ended in Halo Reach when.
Which Halo? So all of them?
Well, we played through all of Halo 3, and Reach was the next campaign, and we were going into it, and I mean, this is like day 4 of us playing strictly Halo, and I don't even know what started it. Our friend Andres accidentally killed our friend Fabian. And
That
for what-
hurts, dude.
Or no, actually, no. Angelo had accidentally killed Fabian, and that's when we learned when you accidentally team kill, at least in Halo Reach campaign, it prompts you to kick that player from the game. So there we are. I think on mission 2 or 3 of Halo Reach, barely starting it, Fabian kicks Angelo from the game because he gets accidentally killed, and Fabian just starts laughing his ass off, and then he starts shooting at Andres, knowing what power he has. Andres kills Fabian. Andres is the host of the game. Like, he invited everybody else to the game. Halo Reach does not care. Andres gets booted to the game. Game transfers to a new host, and that is the last time we played Halo campaign with each other.
Dude, what a terrible way to end it. What a friendship gone over.
No trust.
I mean, we play Monster Hunter now, but that was still... I can't even remember what... I don't even know if that was... I think that was a different night than, like, us beating Halo... Like, we had just started that night, I think, playing Halo Reach. And that happened, and that ended our night of Halo Reach. It ended our Halo career.
Wow.
Other than that, I was, like, top 4,000 in the world for Puyo Puyo Tetris.
Hey, that's pretty good.
That was pretty cool. And then, like, I stopped playing on the Switch because my little... Alright. Because my parents will get mad at me if they hear me saying my little brother lost the game. The game...
Just said it. He just said it.
I have no proof. I'll admit, I have no proof. I just don't think that I lost the game and my sister didn't play the game, so I'm automatically pinning it on him. In my mind, it's going to be because of him.
He totally forgot.
Yo, parents, full disclosure, it's only in his
Full
mind.
disclosure, it is only my opinion and is no way the proof. The game went missing and I just never got a new one, and I bought it on Steam and I found out it has like a super low active player base, and I'm like, this actually sucks. And I could never make it because, you know, it didn't matter that I was top 4,000. 3,000 of those people weren't even playing the game anymore. So
the stories you've told are kind of like on the sadder note. Instead of like super highlight, like awesomeness, you're like,
I'm trying to think, what's the coolest thing that's happened?
give us like, we'll come back to you in a little bit, but think of like a super high highlight.
What's cool about this is that he could only go up from here.
Yeah, exactly.
So that just means we're gonna have to give you
The best gaming moment of your life.
Which is like more like, I mean, we could also amp up our gaming
Yeah,
experience
that's true,
too, I
that's
guess,
true.
but like,
All right, I'll think of something up. We'll come back to that one.
I think mine would be hard to beat just because like the amount of trust and like that went into someone dropping their legendary item so I could pick it up for a screenshot. But the family going to like a world finals would be sick.
I have a new one.
especially like in Japan or something.
Yeah,
I have it.
go for
I
it.
finally thought about it. All right. Do you guys remember the game The Division?
Yeah,
Yeah, I've heard
I
of
like
that.
part 2 still.
All right.
Is that the
Tom
like
Clancy.
shooting?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Tom
really fun
Clancy.
actually.
Well, I was playing The Division beta, which was only the Dark Zone, right? From what I remember, it was the Dark Zone only.
Yeah. This is the Dark Zones were like, it's like almost like impossible to kill everybody, right? Like,
Well, not
Super high.
Well, not impossible, but that was the one where it was just you could literally just kill anybody and like,
Oh.
take all their stuff.
Right.
This was beta, so there's like not a lot of stuff throughout the game, like very little areas. I was playing the beta. I was maybe, I mean, I don't know how young I was. It doesn't matter too much. But about 15 minutes in, I realized there was a lot of people in the underground, and then there was a lot of people on both sides of the map. And I ended up figuring out that these were just 3 different factions in the lobby that were going against each other. And I'm like, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen in a beta. And I stayed in that lobby for like another hour, maybe hour and a half or something. And I had become the leaders of one of the 2 factions. And we led an absolute, I was the one in the sewers. We ended up raiding everybody on both sides. I had a following of like 14 people with me. And I'm like in middle school or something, so I don't know why they're following me. But we're just like raiding everybody. It's like these poor, like, you know, group of 3 friends playing this beta of a new game they heard about. And we got like a squad of 12 people just gunning them down in the streets. Just running
That is
through,
awesome.
nobody's standing
That's
a
awesome.
chance. And I'm like, this is like the highlight. This is the most power I'll ever have in a video game.
I'm king.
That is awesome.
Yeah, I became king for a short while. That's probably like, I think, just one of the most obscure things I've done. I didn't even play. I never even bought The Division. I got that, and I'm like, this is the most satisfied I'm ever gonna be with this game.
So you
I was
don't want to
done.
ruin it, so
No.
you just end it there. That's a pretty good way of ending
I didn't
it.
play the Division 1. I got into Division 2, but our brother Seth, who's in Bahrain right now in the Navy, love you, miss you. Dude, he played the Division 1 all the time, and he showed us this clip one time, dude. There's like 5, 6, 7 of them all in a group, and they're all huddled up around something. He grabs a grenade, throws it right in the middle of all of them, blows up, and just kills every single one of them. Starts like pistol whipping, like kills all of them, and then just like starts laughing and runs away.
Oh
And,
my God.
he saved it all, and it was like, dude, it was just one of the craziest. He just like murdered his whole like squad. For, like,
Oh, that's messed up.
It was like-
Oh man,
it was
that's
so
brutal.
funny. But yeah, like one of my, I think that you should probably relate. Chow's Sonic Adventure
Oh my
Battle
gosh,
2.
dude,
Chow's
yes.
awesome.
The Chow world.
Wow, chaos.
That's dude, like that was. I just thought about it right now. Those are probably some of the most like fun times. Like
I
just
love
grinding.
building them, dude.
Yeah, building. You could build them however you had like your
What-
runners, your swimmers, your jumpers, your angels, your demons.
Yeah.
What
Like
would you make yours though? An angel or a demon?
Both.
both.
We did all of them.
We did have
All of them,
yeah, I
yeah.
remember my best one was a runner, and he had like green spikes, and he was just all green. And the race is just running, dude, beating everybody, and like that's what like my guy was, like a specific runner. And that was like his best event, and like all that.
League of Legends should allow us to build like our own little chaoses type
Dude,
monsters.
that'd be sick. With the little like guys from TFT.
Yeah, that
something
we
like
could
that.
utilize in TFT and then have like side mini games.
Dude, that'd be pretty cool actually. Like,
So if you're listening, right? Because
So
that
much
was the
micromanagement that I already cannot handle.
dude. It was so fun.
dude,
Oh
it
my
was,
gosh.
dude, you have to grind and actually like work to feed. You have to feed them. And,
You had to
and-
feed them the crystals. Depending on what fruit you gave them, it would change their abilities.
There's certain
their
animals
stats,
you'd
their-
find in the games that would like if you gave them like a parrot or something, they'd grow like parrot wings. Or there's these dogs where like they were like dead dogs.
Yeah,
And so
they had
you
a
would
bone,
feed
right?
them, yeah, they were like bones, like
Yeah.
almost like from like Frankenstein or
You
Tim Burton
dig 'em
movies.
up.
And like you'd give them, and they would like boost up their running stats. So I would just constantly give them the dogs, and
Yeah.
then, but since they were like dead, they would take away their feet. So you guys are just like floating.
Yeah, they'd have
little
the
like ghosts. They're like
the
little
ghosts.
ghosts for floating.
It
So,
was
like,
such a great
such an awesome,
game.
like-
My
Little
favorite Sonic game is Sonic Spinball.
Never played it.
and they're-
It's Sonic, but it's actually just pinball.
Yeah.
You've never heard of Sonic Spinball either?
No.
Yeah, have you?
That's the best Sonic game.
You ever play any Sonic games,
I
Sandra?
played one Sonic. The first Sonic I played was on the 360. I forgot which one it was. It was when the 360 literally just came out.
Huh.
It's
Okay.
a Sonic game on the
Yeah,
360.
that's exactly what I was gonna say. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah. I know there's Sonic when he becomes like the beast and like just.
Oh, it was
No,
yeah,
it's not
it was
that.
those
It's not like
ones.
that.
No,
it's not that.
I forgot they released those Sonic games.
What Sonic game was that?
The one that we played
Yeah.
was Sonic Adventure Battle 2.
Two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two.
And that one they re-put it back on 360. So like when I had my 360, I was like playing it all over again and like making my chows and stuff. But like, dude, it was still hard to make like certain like legendary chows. I still did like not get it. I was like a teenager. I was like, this still doesn't make sense to me.
Dude, it was
Like-
amazing.
Like probably now I could look it up and like see how to do it, but like
Yeah.
back then it was like you just like looking all that stuff up like wasn't a thing. So it was like you just had to trial and error to see how.
Oh
good
yeah,
chows
over and
were.
over. Yeah.
Yeah. And like
Just-
that was like awesome. So yeah, chows is probably one of my favorite things.
Dude,
growing up, most
yeah.
memorable, just because of how much time we would put in.
Yep. Just to get those little crystals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That, such a fun game.
And you had to do the same moves over and over, like fly up the same thing. You'd go to that like tower on that one
Yeah.
thing, and
It was
like
with Knuckles'
yeah, it was
he played
Knuckles.
Knuckles'
Yeah.
perspective and like yeah, you get and there's,
Yeah.
you would go and in the center of one of these things you go get an extra life. So
Yep.
then you would go get the dog, restart the mission. It takes one life away, but then you go back to that spot, get the extra.
Yep.
Life. So you're never like you're just gaining
Over and over, just
Over
to
and
feed
over.
it to your chaos.
over and
with
over.
Chow.
Yeah, you just grind for like 10 minutes, then you go feed them, and then you go back and grind 10 minutes, and like dude, constantly just work as a kid, just the same thing for like
Wow.
hours.
It was so rewarding, and then just seeing the end result, you know.
Oh
Like
yeah.
when we first figured out how to make an angel or a demon, we're like, what? Like, let's
How to
do
use,
this
like, the
over and
good
over.
Characters and like
Yeah.
rock them with the good characters.
Yeah, there's the Rocky.
You have to rock the
dude.
baby and
Yeah.
stuff. And then, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wanted to make
Yeah.
a demon? Yeah.
You wanted to
You
cheat
make
a bad
demons,
guy,
just throw them over and
the
over.
crap out of a character, like
Yeah.
a shadow or something, just
Yeah.
throwing them at a wall.
All right, you guys. Alarms are going off. We're ending. We're pretty close to ending the podcast, anyways. We're gonna end there primarily because the camera overheats around the 45-minute mark.
Our camera can't handle us.
Not yet. Can't handle it yet.
Too hot our heat, man.
We are buying more and more equipment. We went and got some more equipment today. We have now an 8 terabyte hard drive. 8 terabyte hard drive.
It's awesome.
Which is crazy. We're gonna make a meme of it. What was it?
Well,
Yeah.
Sean,
You.
Reverse
guy
Yeah.
Old meme, but good meme.
Sean, old me, but good.
It could apply to almost anything.
Yeah.
You versus the guy she talks about.
That's funny, man. All right, you guys. So that's gonna be the end of podcast number 3. Thank you guys. If you guys have watched this far, we appreciate you. We appreciate all the support. We've been getting some comments. We have a few hours reached.
Oh, wait, I need.
Quick shout out. Quick shout out. We're on Spotify.
Oh yeah, we are on Spotify now.
Yeah,
We're working on iHeartRadio. We're working on Apple Music.
Apple Music,
Pandora,
Anchor, yeah. Pretty much anything you can put a podcast on, we're gonna try and put ourselves on.
We're
Yeah.
gonna be everywhere.
We're trying to be.
We will also be trying to upload to our social medias, which we
More.
could also which we could also start putting in for each of us. So yeah, give us a follow, much appreciated.
All right, you guys. Ending thoughts.
I don't really have any thoughts, to be honest. I'm just.
Head empty.
Yeah.
Andrew, subscribe.
subscribe,
Like,
comment,
yeah.
share.
Give us your thoughts.
Yep. Give us your
Can always rely on Andrew for that one.
Hit a bell if you want to hit the bell.
Yeah, hit the bell. Yeah. If you want to hit the bell.
Notifications.
If for whatever reason you're one of the few watchers who found us organically, like on your own, go ahead and look at the description. We got a bunch of links there to our social medias. We do have a Discord set up. That way you could join it. Nobody talks there, so please talk there.
We have a decent amount.
We have people.
Yeah,
talk. Actually,
yeah.
it's a lot more now than it was before. But I'd like to see some people joining, not leaving. So
There we go.
Yeah.
I like that. Jared?
Yeah, just let us know what you think. How are we doing? Let us know feedback on like audio, video, what you think we could do better. Just anything honestly helps out. Like any type of advice or criticism.
Yeah, absolutely.
Constructive.
Not constructive criticism. I mean, if you want to be mean to us, whatever, as long as you're watching, I guess.
Yeah. All right, thank you guys. With that, we'll end it.
thank
Have a
you.
good one. Peace out.
Peace.